Today, Kids List is pleased to welcome Sarah Lowe of the Little Gym as she shares with us how to find the right gym program for your child.
Hi, I'm Sarah Lowe. I'm the owner of the Little Gym of La Cañada and the Little Gym of Monrovia, both located in California. The Little Gym is a motor skill development program for children age 4 months to 12 years. We work on gymnastics-based programs and curriculum designed to increase children's self-confidence.
So Sarah, what are some of the benefits of children attending a gym program?
Well, there's lots of benefits. One of them is getting the children up and active, out of the house, doing something, moving their bodies. I know that we're in an age of television and video games and computers. Physical development is really, really important for children's cognitive development, their social development, their emotional development. So being able to get them up, moving, active, learning skills is really, really important to the overall development of a child. In order for a child to absorb the information that they're receiving from their environment, a child really needs to learn from all of his modalities. So he might need to see, to touch, to feel, to hear, to move. All of those things will really help the child develop, as I said, the whole child, all of the other skills, and finding an environment where he can move and hear and listen to directions and follow music and hear rhythm is so, so important.
So what age is a good age to get your child involved in a gym program?
Well, in my opinion, the earlier the better. When a child is born, immediately the sensory input is happening, and that child is on the course of their learning and their growth and development. Being able to have a program that speaks to not only the child's development, but for the mom or the parent who is involved with that child, giving them strategies and tools to be able to use to help progress the child's physical development really is wonderful.
So when parents are looking for a gym program for their child, what should they be looking for?
Well, I think the first and foremost, the most important thing is that they are looking for something that is a safe and warm environment for the children, where there's support from the staff, because we really want the children to feel safe so that they can really develop and thrive in that feeling of comfort. Secondly, I think it's really important that the parents feel supported, that you find a venue where the staff is knowledgeable about child development, behavioral issues, things that parents might not find in other books, or how to help their child in terms of spotting skills or working with their child's physical development. And then finally, to have something that is a curriculum based, there's a specific, well thought out plan regarding where that physical development and the instruction is going over the course of a semester. I think that's also really important.
So what are some things that families should think about and parents should think about when they're evaluating a program for their family?
I think there's a few things that really one needs to think about before they're going to the facility. They need to make some decisions in terms of what kind of a program they want. Some sort of, are they looking for a very structured environment, or are they looking for a less structured environment, or are they looking for something in between? Are they looking for a place where the teachers are sort of firm and a little bit more strict and rigid or heavy-handed, or are they looking for a more positive, nurturing, warm kind of an environment? And another thing that's really important is to figure out how the price versus the learning opportunity, because some programs are very expensive, yet there are a lot of benefits to having the confidence and the skill growth that do come with that program as well. For example, the little gym is a very nurturing environment. It's all built on specific positive feedback. We want to nurture the children. We want to give them positive feedback, a lot of high fives, a lot of "you did this so well," because we really are about building their confidence.
Once a parent has started looking for a gym program, how do they go about actually choosing one?
Well, first they want to look and study and find and talk to people they know and find out what's sort of in their neighborhood, and then when they are calling the facility, they want to be sure to get as much information they can about the program. I really recommend taking the opportunity to go in and see the facility, try a class, really get to know get a feel for what the facility is like, so that they can really see if it matches their expectation. You want to find a facility that's clean. The friendliness of the staff is really important. How well do the staff interact with the children? How comfortable does the parent feel or is made to feel when they come in? That's really important. And then, of course, the curriculum and the skill development, is that something that looks like it's well thought out? And I would also say, too, a certain element of fun and excitement and colorfulness, because we want to increase the sensory stimulation for children and make it a really fun environment, and so that they learn more.
Is it important for a parent to observe a class?
Oh, yes. I definitely think that they should observe a class, and if at all possible, just take a class. You see if there is a trial visit available or an introductory visit available, because that way they'll really be able to try that class on for size and see if it's a match. I think that it's very important for a staff or an instructor to be able to have a working knowledge of the skill development and the developmental milestones that are available or apparent at whatever different level the child is at. And for example, at the little gym, we have an extensive training. Our staff goes through about 2 weeks training just before they're even allowed to go into the classroom, and we want to be sure that they are able to spot the children safely, to make sure that the skill development is correct and safely taught. We also want to make sure that the staff knows what is appropriate behavior for a 3-year-old versus a 6-year-old.
But aren't there some things that you wish parents would ask and they sometimes forget to?
Sure are. I think one of some really important things that parents can ask is, number one, how long does a typical family stay with your program? Longevity is really important, and that is something to know about other families that are participating in the program. Another question might be, what are the specific skills that my child will learn in your program? And then, what are the benefits of those skills? How will those benefits translate to my child's success? And then, really, really important is just talking to other parents who have that experience, either asking for testimonials from the providers of the program, or just talking to other parents that are either in the lobby or in class with you when you are there having your introductory visit, and getting their feedback, because they are the ones, their kids are involved in the program, and they will really know best.
What are some of the things that you really love about your business?
There are many. But, well, I love watching the children. I love watching them grow, develop, and see the confidence that just pours out of their every essence of their existence as they learn and develop skills. But I also really love the idea that we are able to develop a family, a sense of community. We have parents that meet every week in a class, and they started when the children were 6 months old, and they continue to be friends 4, 5, 6 years later. It's a sense of friendship, a sense of love, a sense of warmth, a sense of joy, a sense of just of belonging, and that, I think, is just the most rewarding thing in what I do.
Thank you so much for spending time sharing with parents how to find the right gym program for your child. Sarah owns the Little Gym of Monrovia and La Cañada. You can find these locations and all the little gyms by searching Sports and Fitness on Kids List.